What's up, Nabs? It's Platinum TDX Dragon Xtreme, and welcome to another Dragon Ball Xenoverse video. And today, what I'm going to be talking to you guys about is the roster reveal. I don't know if it was much of a reveal. It didn't seem finished to me. It didn't have quite that, like, finished mark. Like, even though they were talking in Japanese, it didn't seem like they meant to show it off. They just wanted to play it. So I don't think that was the final build of the game. I think that there were still a couple of characters missing. Yeah, so I wasn't originally planning on doing this video, mainly because if you search up roster reveal, you're gonna find it. But, I mainly wanted to do this video because so many people are like, oh, it doesn't matter because they're not gonna play as them anyways. Or either they're like, oh, maybe they're just not important to the story. Okay. This game is a Dragon Ball Z oriented game. Like, the story only I don't even know if the story, but the game only expanded to GT because everyone wanted GT, including me. But for the, like, even though I won't play as Android 16 or I won't play as Dr. Gero, they're kind of like they're supposed to be there. Like, they're staple characters. They're DBZ characters. You can't just take them out because, oh, it didn't fit with the story. That's like, what's that game? Fuck. Oh yeah, that's like Raging Blast 2. Oh, we didn't have a story, so we're not gonna give you any characters. Like, that's basically what they're saying. Because that game didn't even have a story. It just had Galaxy Mode, which was you fight in a series of missions, and basically got repetitive, but it's a Dragon Ball Z fighting game. You go through, unlock all the characters by beating galaxies, and yeah, boom, bing, bada boom, you got the characters. And you just had fun the rest of the time you played it. But that game didn't have a story. So the whole argument, maybe they're not important to the story, that doesn't apply. Second, it is 2015. Those characters are in every game. Like, you can't just take them out and be like, oh, and Xenoverse is special. You can't. They're not in this game. What? What sense does that make? Also, for the Frieza forms and the Cell forms, who doesn't play as those? Like, I understand you play as them like 3 times and then you're like, oh, it's Frieza now. I'm over it. I'm gonna play as like Goku or something. But Cell, I know tons of people who either A, main Cell, or either in other games, they don't even go straight to perfect. Like, I know a lot of people say, oh, I just go straight to perfect anyways. Yeah, but think of it this way. While you're going through perfect, you have to defend yourself. And some people, or a lot of people actually, they start getting good with those other forms. Perfect Cell, he's like a last resort to me. Like, he's like the form I go to when I need extra health in Tenkaichi 3. Or he's the form I go to in Raging Blast 2 when I need to kick someone's ass. But Raging Blast, and like in most games, and especially in Dimp's games, since they don't change the movesets, Cell and Frieza, they keep the same movesets though. So throughout the forms, it doesn't matter. But in Raging Blast, like the Spike games, Cell first form was faster than well, on the ground he was faster than Perfect Cell. So, because of his tail attacks. So, and a lot of people actually use first form Cell, and then they would go straight to perfect instead of doing second form. And you have to, like, that's another reason why I think they have to be in the game, because they don't just come out of nowhere and be like, oh, I'm perfect, I already absorbed the androids. No, the androids are in the story, and so is Cell. So that means somewhere along the lines, he had to absorb 17 and 18. Which means Dr. Gero was hiding behind the curtains and like, and he fucking died by 17 or some shit. Because your character comes in at different time points. Which means the other characters still are there, but it's just certain time in the battles that time is like warped or whatever. And your created character comes in and is like, oh no, we have to fix this, huh? Not today. And yeah, Cell gets his ass whipped and shit like that. But Dr. Gero, Android 19, they all still appear. It's still, the story's still the same up until a certain point in the battles. Like, you can't just warp it out. And it's not like the same timeline is getting warped every time. It's a different timeline. Like, there's different ages. So, the argument that they're not important to the story doesn't really matter. Because, in fact, if anything, they actually are important to the story. because it is still a Z story that they're warping, which means the Z characters still have to be there. Chaozu, I can see him not being there. He was never in a Dimps game, I don't think. Don't quote me. I don't think he was in a Dimps game, though. And as for, like, movie characters and such, you include the most overrated movie character, which I understand. They include the most overrated movie character, Broly. And they're probably not even going to give him all of his forms. At least in, Infinite World and Budokai 3, he was Super Saiyan and then goes Legendary Super Saiyan. But, in Burst Limit, I think he was only Legendary Super Saiyan, which was really stupid. But then again, in Dimps, they really... I wasn't expecting a good roster from Dimps, like a really, really robust roster, until they promised it. Also, it's just, I wasn't expecting anything extraordinary from Dimps, like, oh, look at Tapion, wow. I was expecting something along the lines of Infinite World, because they were working on this game for a long time. And it's just, they claimed that this game would be a masterpiece, but so far the gameplay is it's masterpiece worthy, I guess. But everything else about it, it's like borderline. Like Toki Toki City, it's sort of like meh. The stages, in my opinion, there isn't enough variety. The roster is kind of meh. Like the main characters you want to play as, well, most people want to play as are there, but for the people like me who like playing the fucking game and playing as different characters, there's not enough characters in the game. The argument that, oh, you can just create the character, you saw the outfit, you can create Dr. Gero. No, you can't create Dr. Gero because his moveset is not there. He fights like a robot. You can't fight like a robot, okay? You can't do that. Come on. You got to do better. Like, it's just... Oh, and also, you can't create Janemba. You can create Cooler, but you can't create Janemba. Cooler, you can actually make him look cooler than Cooler. So, but then again, you won't have his moves. So, it's not Cooler. It's just Cooler's second alternate version person thing. So, you're going to probably make him fight like Frieza, and it's going to look fucking retarded. So, I would rather have the actual Cooler that Dimps made themselves from Infinite World or some shit, and just be like, here's Cooler, take him. Oh, and also, and that's another thing, Meta Cooler would have made a better horde mode than any other person, except, like, Frieza soldiers, that makes sense, like Larsberry or Lasberry, whatever the fuck his name is, or whoever the hell that is. He's pretty cool for a horde mission, I could see that. A pool? What? What the fuck does he do? Who the hell is that? I didn't know who that was until Tenkaichi 3. Like, I don't even remember him being in the series. But yeah, I think he was with Bardock, like back when Bardock was living. But Meta Cooler would have been such a good horde mode. It would have been unreal to fight them as your created character. Can you guys imagine fighting Meta Cooler and having a boss battle against Meta Cooler like Ultimate Tenkaichi? Sorry to mention that game, but like Ultimate Tenkaichi, like first you start out, you fight him on Planet Namek, and then you go to the Big Yeti Star and defeat the actual Meta Cooler. That would have been awesome. But no, Dimps and Namco Bandai, herp derp 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 derp. But yeah, I'm done with my rant. That's my little 2 cents on this roster. I'm still gonna buy the game. It's still an awesome game. I already have it pre-purchased. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna install the hell out of this. I'm gonna have tons of fun. But it's the roster again. I knew it was gonna be one flaw in this game that you can't overlook, and that is the roster. My name is Platinum TDX of Dragon Xtreme. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, leave a like, and also comment down below your thoughts on this roster. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.